We know you, please.
I'm Raymond Valentine. Um, yes,
Raymond Valentine. Sounds nice. Where are you from, please?
I'm from Delta State.
Okay, speaking of Prime Race TV, what's your role in Prime Race?
My role in primaries, I'm a producer in primaries.
You're a producer in Prime Race. What do you produce?
I produce films in primaries.
Okay, could you briefly tell the general public the goal of Prime Race TV?
And the goal of primaries is easy. Is to make good films, in the sense that in our industry today, we have plenty film production company making good films, but primaries is actually out there to make a standard movie facing with life facing problems and solutions, bringing challenges to the film industry, and then not only making the public feel like the industry is a place where you just come and laugh without a proper sense being sent. The primaries is going to be one of those production companies that whenever you see their content out there, you know that they're actually passing on vital information to the public, and then they actually want to tackle an issue that is actually wrong with the general public.
Having said that, how do you intend to achieve this with Prime Race?
We intend to achieve this with primaries. Primaries has a professional writers, professional storytellers, most especially professional producers and directors, and then they have standard, they have a vision, and then they are planning to achieve that vision that they have by making their story reality.
Okay, having said that, what do you have to say about the Nollywood of the old?
I think it was more interesting where we used to have Akinokwa then in the Nollywood then. It was very interesting watching Nollywood of the old growing up. Actually inspired a lot of people to go into the film industry and then want to make a difference in career choosing.
What about Nollywood of today? What do you have to say about it?
Wow, there has been a massive improve from 2010 to now. Nigerian Nollywood industry has been something mind-blowing, because the improvements from the technicality to the pictures, everything has just changed, and then I'm happy to be among the Nollywood of today than the one of yesterday.
Impressive. Without wasting much of your time, I want to quickly ask this. What do you have to say about the influx of amateurs in the business?
Literally, I wouldn't call them amateurs. They are aspiring to be, because this is a movie. This is an industry that some of them are coming in here for the money, some of them are coming in here for the passion, and then some of them are coming in for whatever reason they are coming in for. But I think it's not bad, because in the Western world you see people coming in the film industry, young, old, at any age. So coming in with a good zeal, with a passion to change things, that's what matters most.
Okay, just like the question goes, speaking of amateurs, I was looking at those who are not oriented at all, maybe dashing into the business just for the sake of being there, or for the sake of just being popular, without having it at the back of their mind that they need to create impact, just like Prime Races go aimed.
Like
Those are the ones we're referring to.
you look at it like this: in every business, there are people who just moves into the business because they want to make money without a good oriented mindset of what the business is all about. But
Your phone is ringing, sir.
yes,
Yeah, here we have freedom of taking calls.
now, like I was saying, every business, people goes into this business without knowing what they are going for, and then at the end of the day, it's either that they make a fool out of themselves, make a fool out of their money, and then they don't get anything back home, and they give the industry a bad name. Whatever business they go into like that, rushing like that, they come out and they give it a bad name. They say, it's not working.
Okay, there is popular saying that most of the girls in the business are mostly harassed sexually and otherwise. Do you have anything to say about it?
No, I don't have anything to say about that. I think it is individually. As a young woman, you're going into the industry, you know what you're going in for. And I don't believe anyone is being harassed. I think whatever that is going on is a free will, because two people has to be conscientious to do whatever that it is.
Nice, impressive. What will it take for someone to join Prime Race and achieve this goal? I mean, what craft are you looking at in those individuals, more like the team you want to work with? What's the craft you're looking at, especially the actors involved?
Actually, we are looking at talented people who are talented, people who are passionate, people who wants to change, people who sees the industry today and they want to change things, people who look at the society today and they feel like passing information with their craft. Literally not comic, but not that we are exempting comic from it, but people who look at the society today and they feel like we can change what is going on with our craft, with what we can do, by suiting into the situation and telling people this is possible to achieve. So Prime Race is looking out for people who are talented, people who are passionate, and most basically people who are creative.
Okay, thank you very much. It's been a good time here with you, and trust me, your fans are so delighted to listen to a man of inexhaustible layers of oratory prowess. You're doing well, by the way. Now, the next question is, what should we be expecting from Prime Race in a couple of months, years?
Like I said before, Prime Race is going to be doing something really beautiful here, because we are going to be looking at the situation of the world and Nigeria, to be precise, and then we are going to turn on what we are seeing right here into a film, and then we are going to make you sit down and watch a film that will change your life forever, will change your imagination, your thinking, your thoughts. We're going to make you know that in everything that is going on in the world, the craft has a word to say. Prime Race will be actually bringing in the best to your doorpost. Just stay tuned for it.
Thank you very much. What advice do you have for those who are aspiring to join this line of business? What do you have to tell them before what they need to prep for joining us?
I think number one thing about it is be creative, be passionate, and then love what you do. You don't come in it with a mindset of money. You just jump in it, and 1 year you're thinking you're going to make a whole lot of money in the industry. No. Come with it with a mindset that you're going to get the work, you're going to go into a process, that your energy, your time, everything, sacrifices are going to be required. And then hold God first, and everything will come back.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. And once more, for those joining us now, quickly remind them your name again.
I am Raymond Valentine.
Okay, thank you very much, and God bless you. See you.
Thank you.
Sam, I monetize my page now. What do I do you for this life? Hey, please don't be small issue.
It is a Igbo na just this way who they speak. That's typical Igbo.
I know na issue one, your journey of life.
I'm calling you Igbo.
Okay, Vala. Where will you sit now?
You don't listen to her, you come on.
How far Garaga?
Choose now, which back you want? That might follow that.
No matter, interview. They hold on for hands, sir.
Oh, better do that.
So if I twist the questions, it's not a problem.
Why do you want to really twist it? That's my question. That's my own question. Why do you really want to twist it?
I'm thinking of twisting it because you're smart, you're intelligent.
See, you don't want me. I'll wash me. He said I'll wash her.
Superstar Esther David, how you doing?
I'm alright. I'm fine.
Wow, wow, wow. It's nice to have you here
Thank you.
at Prime Race TV.
Thank you so much.
Good question. You've been into the world of acting for a while now, and the question is, why choose acting? I mean, what's inspired you?
Okay, I would say the passion and the drive.
I still want to understand, what's the passion, what's the drive like?
You know, as a young girl, growing up, I didn't even intend going into the movie industry. But at the time, I just saw myself doing it. Why? I can't even say yes. There are lots of ups and downs in this industry, which would have, pushed me out, because I knew some persons I came into this industry with that are no longer here. So I then asked myself, why am I still here? Still pushing.
Wow, 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 wow.
Then I say the drive and the passion.
Speaking of things that are supposed to push you out, what are the challenges so far you faced that you asked yourself, why am I still here? What actually brought about that? What are those challenges? We want to know.
A lot. A whole lot. I don't really want to go into details, but
Esther, you must go into details. See those details. Those are the things we need.
Okay, let me give
Or you drive around it in a way it will be suitable for you.
Okay.
Because, like I always say,
Yeah.
it's the media and it is going out for the world to see.
Yeah.
But all in all, have it at the back of your mind that whatever you say here is aimed at you inspiring some other people that might have found themselves in the situation you found yourself in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's simply put. So if you care about those people, then you say it all.
So, coming into the industry, I had an orientation on how things are being done here. Okay, I was a bit educated. So when I came in, what I expected was what I got, in a way, but I had to position myself in a way that, okay, this shouldn't be happening to me. I cannot take this from anybody. I disciplined myself and followed my principle. Getting a job and getting a job from producers are quite tight, especially when you are an upcomer coming up. It's really difficult. Some comes with harassment, some you have to pay, some you have to please in some certain way. Now, it's left for you to decide, which way am I on? Should I give in terms of harassment, or should I just do me and let the universe decide?
Oh my God, viewers, are you crying as much as I'm trying to cry now? But then the question the viewers are waiting, they are itching their ears to ask, did you give in?
I would say I didn't. I didn't give in. If I had given in, trust me, you'll be seeing a different person here. I tried my possible best to live in my own world.
That's the Esther David's world.
Yes, the Esther David's world. I try to live outside the known world in this industry. Yeah, I principled myself in a way that it is not about what you want to have from me. It's all about what I want. I have my talent. I have everything to give, my craft. So if you cannot see me for what I have to offer, my talent, then I don't think we have anything to do.
Good one. Viewers, hope you're enjoying this interview session, and Having said that, the quick question goes to you again, Esther David. What has been the most challenging moment in this world you've lived in?
Oh boy. Well, it's quite challenging, you know.
Spill it out. Somebody might be inspired somewhere
Yes.
with your stories.
You know, when you are creating your world, you should understand that there are some sacrifices you should make. You understand? Disciplining yourself. There are lots of sacrifices you need to make. Now, as I created my own world, it became very difficult for me to get to get jobs, because now I don't give in to the terms that was placed on my table. So, getting jobs, getting casted, not because I don't have anything to offer in terms of my talent, but because what they want from me is not what they get. They all switched.
Oh,
Switched.
wow. You had a very terrible experience when you came in. I'm so
Terrible.
sorry about that. I hope
Terrible.
somebody's inspired somewhere.
Terrible.
So what has been, ever since then, have you played a key role for yourself?
Of course.
And how challenging was that role? Want to know about it?
Most of them are not challenging because I know my ability. Yeah, I work on myself regardless. Whether or not I get a job, I work on myself in my closet. So whatever key role that comes in, I chest it
With your full chest.
with my full chest.
The question I ask again is, no matter how convenient those roles are, you must have, as an actor, had a challenging role.
Yes, I have. I've had one. That was when I think 3 years ago, I played a priestess.
I could imagine.
Yes, I played a priestess. It was quite challenging because before I played that role, everyone around were like, "Are you sure you can do this? Are you sure you can do this? This is spiritual." I was like, "I can. I believe I can." And we had to do it in a river.
Whoa.
Yes. So they're like, "Are you sure you don't have connection with the river?" I say, "Connection with the river? I don't understand how." Okay, you're seeing a very pretty girl, light skin. You feel like, okay, every pretty girl has a connection with the river. That's insane.
Esther, what do you have connection with?
I don't. God. I have connection with God. And
the
God alone.
word need to know who you have connection with.
Yes, so-
and what you confess.
Everybody needs to have connection with God.
Because your confession might inspire someone else's confession, right?
Yes. Yes. So they were all scared, kind of. You're
Okay.
being a priestess, and have you ever played this role before? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? I did it. Regardless, it was quite challenging, but yeah, I did it.
It's been a swell time with you, Esther David. The question again is, what part of the industry would you like to effect a positive change in, if given the opportunity to?
Okay, I would love to go into producing in the nearest future.
Why producing?
Yes, producing and storytelling. Yes, because I believe I have the creative mind for it. I actually want to produce because there are some kind of stories and there are some kind of jobs I would like to do on my own, so I can put in my best, do it the way I really want. I see lots of job in this industry and I just be like, this is not my thing in a way. But this particular production I've been working with, they are doing the kind of jobs they do is the kind of job I love.
Whoa.
Yeah. So yes. So I am quite inspired by them to even want to try more in terms of producing a large feature.
Well, what do you have to say about Prime Race TV?
Prime Race TV. You guys look up to Prime Race TV because something big is coming. It's quite inspiring to see productions coming up to change the world and the mindset of people in terms of this industry. Nollywood of today, I know it's a bit quite challenging, but then when you see productions that are coming up to change the narrative, you just have to grab it. Prime Race TV is coming with a bomb. You guys just stay tuned for it.
Esther, sorry to dive into this question, but it's very important to your view, to your fans, and to your audience. Please, apart from film, if you weren't an actor, what other field would you have found yourself in?
Okay. I think psychology.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Psychology. Why psychology?
I love to interact with people. I love to talk people out of whatever they're going through, in terms of depression and all of that. I love to, to be there for people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We have a psychotherapist here.
Yeah.
Okay, what advice do you have for those up-and-coming artists that want to join this business of yours?
Just keep doing what you're doing. It's not as easy as it seems, but with your craft, your talent, and you're behind the scene. Behind the scene, I mean, it's not on set or in your home. Groom yourself. Talk yourself into who you want to be, and work on your ability as an actor. Work on your talent. Don't be pressured by anything or anyone. I know it comes, it will always come, but then just keep doing what you're doing. Trust me, you will live not to regret it.
Thank you very much, Esther David. We appreciate you for having us here, but kindly tell your viewers where to subscribe and expect mind-blowing contents from you.
Okay, subscribe to Prime Race TV, and also subscribe to T Simon TV.
Simon Nugget. Scam.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much, viewers. This is Esther David on Prime Race TV. Welcome. God bless you. Thank you for having you here.
Thank you so much.
You go come up how?
Everybody come like this. Like say, get it your leg. But if you get down, I know they see the.
Well, let's close this door small. What do you have now, Bala? If I keep on like this, you go see him. Smash him. Bala.
When she sits, you go pull up.
What have you done to me?
This one, how many things look like from their training?
What you don't survive now?
Alone.
Yes.
Nothing they want me to watch now about Jago Jago.
You go and cry. Watch that film.
I don't feel cry. I don't feel emotional, but I cannot cry.
Non-survival.
Anything that make me cry, I eat some.
Okay, may we know you?
My name is Balaya Rikitojo.
Okay, that name sounds very familiar, more like one of the names we see in our Nollywood movies.
Yeah,
What-
you see my name because I'm a cinematographer and I've worked with so many productions. Producer also. Yeah, I'm working for Uchinansi's production and we are on the set of Soft Life. This job is a comedy series, comedy film. We started yesterday and so far so good, it's going well.
Wow, when did you join Nollywood?
It's been long though because I started serving before becoming the boss of my own. I entered Nollywood in 2005, where I started as a camera assistant. Worked for so many productions, different DPs, and as God may have it, from different experience from different DPs, gathered a lot of experience and became a boss of my own. So professionally, from 2012, that's when I started shooting professionally. So this is like my 13 years of shooting good movies.
Wow, impressive. Having said that, that means you're an old hand, and from the look of things, you've gained a whole lot of experience to make better films.
Well, if you say so, I would say yeah.
Having said that, how was your starting point? How difficult or cool was it? Was it very easy? Was it express? Was it fun? Was it...
Serving is not really easy because looking at me like this, and I'm talking about 18 years back, you see that I entered really early. So I entered really early, and being a camera assistant, the job is really hectic because we have to travel from one state to another, carrying a whole lot of equipment. So it's not really easy. It's not really easy. It's really tedious because sometimes you have to wake up very early, start arranging your property or equipment for job, and by the time you sleep or go back to the hotel at night, to be almost morning, like 11:30, 12 in the morning, and before sleeping you have to still clean your equipment before you sleep. So it's really tedious. It's not easy stuff, but thank God we pulled through. So that's the most important thing.
Wow, impressive. The quick question again is, how can you differentiate the Nollywood of before and the Nollywood of today? What has been there? Have Nollywood gained improvement or deteriorated?
Talking about Nollywood of before, before we have how would I call it, lesser DPs or lesser sound men or lesser lights gaffer actors like that. So back then we do take time to produce quality films because it's not about rushing. When we go on sets, we stay longer time to produce quality films. You have quality actors, quality DPs, and quality pay too. So now what I see is people don't want to learn. Both DPs, even actors, everybody is just aiming at the money. Everybody just wants money. People don't want to take their time to learn the craft very well before coming to the wider society to show what they have. People just want money. So now when you turn on your TV to watch movies, sometimes you see good movies, sometimes you see nonsense movies, even bad pictures, bad sound. You just see different things that will make you angry, and people will be saying things like, Nollywood is this, Nollywood is that. It's not like that. When you work with professionals, you get a professional job. But people out there, you see this one, say I'm a professional sound man, I'm a professional cameraman, but at the end of the day, when you give them job, their output is bad. What they are giving you back is not what you expect to get. So even actors, some people don't want to learn as an actor. They just believe from the comfort of their home that I can do this now. Maybe this person is doing it on TV, me too, I can do it. And they don't want to go to maybe film school or something. They just believe that they can do it, and that's how it is. By the time they come out, by the time you watch maybe their films, you see bad acting. So I don't believe that people don't take their time to learn the craft again. Everybody's just about the money. So that's all I see. And now, presently now, unlike before that we have VCD, cassette, and the rest. Now, the changes I see now is that we are going, Nollywood is going places, the industry is going places, because now we have something like the internet that we don't used to have back then, and outside bodies are coming, like Netflix, HBO, and the rest. Other bodies are coming to join the industry. So I believe the industry now is going places. So that's why we, the workers and people that are trying to come in, should take their time to learn the craft very well, so that we have good and quality movies out there.
Okay, that being said, that means you've answered my next question. I'll move over because I wanted to ask you the advice you have for those that are planning to join the industry.
Still, the advice I have for those that are planning to join the industry, there's this word that they say that what doing is what doing well. If you know you want to be an actor, you want to be a DP, a director, a sound man, a light man, all I would just say is, if that's where you are aiming to enter the particular, like if it's crew, if it's cast, take your time. If you have enough money, you can go to maybe a film school to learn. But if you don't have that kind of money, just take your time. If it's apprenticeship you can do, learn it properly, learn it very well, so that the one you know you can do, you do it well. It's not about rushing. It's not about rushing. You're given the opportunity now, you now do a very bad job. So what I'm trying to say is, you should take your time, learn very well, then, so that you know what you're doing.
Okay, thank you very much. There's this rumor going about sexual harassment in Nollywood. What do you have to say about that, sir?
Well, I will not say it's a rumor though. I believe if you say sexual harassment going in Nollywood, it's not only in Nollywood that you have stuff like that. Even in the banking world, every other sector of life, every work, even in school, you see lecturers, how will I call it, telling their students, if you don't come to my office, you fail this course, you fail that course. We see bank managers still talking to telling their junior colleagues, if you don't go out there and get clients, maybe you lose your job or something. They have marketers in bank, and most of those people know the way they get their work. So most of those people know the way they get their clients. So the thing, what I would say is, if someone said that there is sexual harassment in Nollywood, I will tell you that as any particular place that you have female and male working is always the normal thing. So it's not only in Nollywood, it's all round, it's all ramification of life. As far as the work is concerned, sexual harassment is normal. So it's not, to me, it's not only in Nollywood, it's everywhere.
Okay, thank you very much. What has been your challenging moment in this business? When can you look at and say, okay, this was my challenging moment, this was my trying time that I had to pass through and attain to the level I am in now?
What I will still say is, back in the days where we used to, when I was still an apprentice, back in days when I was still an apprentice, you see that the equipment I used back then and this time is different. So I just have to upgrade myself, still, meet up with time. So to me, it's just our equipment. By the grace of God, we are following up, because back then we used to use all those old cameras, and now we have digital cameras, sophisticated cameras now. So I would just say it's just the change of equipment. That's all. There's nothing, but we are following up.
Okay, thank you very much. It's been a swell time with you. What are we expecting from Bala Eric in the nearest future?
It's only God I can say, but as far as this movie, as far as I'm still in the movie industry, by God's grace, expect to see quality job for me. Expect to see my own production by God's grace. Just expect the name Bala Eric to do greater heights. That's what I would say.
Oh, thank you very much. We appreciate this.
Thank you.
And we believe that in no time we'll have the opportunity to celebrate with you.
Amen.
And all. Is there a difference between Asaba Nollywood, Yoruba Nollywood, Enugu Nollywood, and Lagos Nollywood. I hear you have this. There is this stuff going online where they call it Asaba Wood and they call Yoruba Wood and Co. Is there a difference?
All I would just say is those that have myopic mind, because to me, movie is movie. Even in US, you have low budget films, you have the normal film, you have high budget films. So that's how I would say. There's nothing like Asaba artists, there's nothing like Lagos artists or Lagos Wood or Asaba Wood or so. We that reside here in Asaba, we still work with Lagos people. Lagos people still work with people from Delta State, the Enugu State, Abuja. So I don't understand where that one is coming from, Asaba Wood. We all are the same. We all are filmmakers. Filmmakers can travel from one part of the country to another part to do that project, which is supposed to do. So I don't believe in Asaba Wood or Lagosian Wood, as I would like call it. We all are filmmakers. So I can go to Lagos to work. I can go to Abuja to work. You understand? And artists from Lagos can come to Asaba to work. Can still go to Abuja to work. So it's just where the project is happening.
Okay.
Yeah, so just where the project is happening. There's nothing like Asaba Wood or this.
Thank you very much for clearing the air. We appreciate you. Quick one, guys. Thank you for having Bala Erikitodo, professional cinematographer. God bless you.
Alpha.
Oh, nice exercise this morning, man. Go on that one again.
Live CMP.
Sit down for me. Sit down for me.
I don't know if you go online. Once I just said,
Text
I
message.
don't think that's necessary.
That guy who's sitting there, we should do that. That's not I know. Let's see. This was here just, hey, look at them. I don't know if you dance now.
That your way the hot.
Please, let the element breathe. Please, let the element breathe. I want to breathe. Time when you go. But I'll try. Before you leave, I'll make sure I'll get something. Then when you go, she continues. She's water.
So when we go, who continue? When we go?
Where?
When we go? Then.
Okay, she let go to.
Mama said she come out from the
She have come to stay.
You know they go anywhere.
Sorry.
They go
Oboete.
Oboete no far.
Yes, Oboete.
Oboete no far.
It's Oboete.
Which Oboete?
Yes,
Oboete
sir.
no far. I just too much in at the add. Oboete in abo. Then go take
With 2-3/4.
Gin abo polabo. Nothing you want to do about that. That is where you don't get choice about. And where be now?
Bini.
Oh, Bini 28.
Yes, what? That's it.
25th.
Mande Bini guys week.
Yes, sir.
Nde Bini guys week. I serious. Nde Bini guys week.
She no go see celebrity.
Nah, lie. You be content creator. I go create you today. Be content.
You go see celebrity then go.
No, see content creator now one thing.
How far that Chima?
I dey come with my Mebo camera.
Raymond, go and that place.
Say what? Let the dancers breathe, though, please. We need to breathe. Please.
Content creator.
Yeah, we don't look right. Thank you very much. She was? She did.
What's that?
You tell me that.
Wait here happen.
Come on, your hand.
Thank God this place is very dark.
Now you think I'm not seeing your face? You don't see your face. Mommy's girl.
Mommy's boy.
And this is just coming from a lot. You're coming from a lot. Your face says it all.
Yeah.
Assistants coming from a lot.
Yeah.
You just want to appear in my camera.
So I want to appear in your
Very
camera.
ugly woman being.
Celebrity camera. Legend.
Really legend. Na small stout.
Now you know.
You know what? I don't even know where I come from.
Maybe 30 cents like this at the best, and 4 days I want to for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, hi.
Hi, good morning.
How was your night?
Fine, thank you.
Sure. You're looking slick. Oh my god. Body smile like Tiwi people.
Yeah. I should do this one.
Treasure, why are you looking like a toy? Treasure's looking like a toy.
I don't think my brain is
Why is oh my god, oh.
My guy, see as you find for iPhone. You say what? See your color, see pimp. My boy. My boy. My boy.
May we know you, please?
Yeah, my name is Simon Mecca. I'm a Hollywood director, producer, and also an actor.
Wonderful. I've been hearing much about you, seeing a lot of things that you have done so far. I'm pushed to ask you, what is your inspiration?
Okay, motion pictures. Let me peruse our memories to when motion pictures started. Which actually started when there was need to have a reflection of ourselves before a mirror, and here we are. So when I say motion pictures is my inspiration, I'm referring to the mirror I see. Most times I would want to pass an important information to the wider society. The only way I could do that is through motion pictures. When I stare at myself in the mirror, I tell myself, okay, through this means, through this medium, you can actually enlighten people, educate people, and get them to understand things happening around them, relatable stuff, I mean. So my inspiration started from my mirror, yes.
Oh, wonderful. As a director in this new age, what is it that you see that is changing within the Nollywood of 10 years ago and the Nollywood of today?
A lot. What I mean a lot, you agree with me that Nollywood of before was not as technically oriented as it is now. I am talking about the new age when it has to do with the kind of equipment we use now, the kind of attention we pay to our pictures, the kind of attention we pay to our sound, especially. Nollywood of before was just story oriented. And once you have a very popular face on your screen or before your camera, whatever happens goes. Which means they only tell good stories with bad formation. I call it bad formation because if what we have now had it 10 years ago, trust me, Nollywood would have been doing much more better than it is doing now. So trust me when I say there's a wide gap, there's a rift, there's a wide gap between the Nollywood of before and the Nollywood of now. So the truth of the matter is, we are doing better than we used to.
So, Director Tease, what do we expect from you in the nearest future?
In the nearest future, mind-blowing contents, educating, interesting, and above all, entertaining contents that will keep every one of you glued to your screen. Speaking of which, we have a whole lot in the pipeline, and our goal is simple: passing an important information to the wider society through motion pictures. And speaking of passing an important information through motion pictures, we mean telling people, preaching to people things they can relate to it, telling families how better they can live, telling people how well they can live their lives. And in a nutshell, I'm speaking of using this medium as a means to preach to the world about God, you know, to get them glued to their screen. And having said that, I expect just entertainment-oriented content from in the future.
This sounds interesting, but there is this news flying in Nigerian Nollywood that there are some directors that select scripts and they don't do that script, they don't do that script. Do you see yourself doing that in the nearest future, selecting scripts to do?
I've started.
Oh, already?
Yes. Now it's simple. Everybody know what they want.
Okay.
I know what I want. What I want is simple, the best. And when I mean the best, I'm only competing with my former self. And when I see myself doing lesser than I did before, I get mad at me. So when I stare at the guy in the mirror, I be like, okay, for this reason, don't do this type of scripts, don't do that type of scripts. If the script, which is the foundation of every film, is not good enough, I'll go for the latter, which is a better scripts. I think with that, I think I've answered your question. Don't blame anybody who is in the business of selecting scripts.
If you were into director, what would you have been doing by now?
Interesting. If I wasn't into directing, I think I would have relented on just doing scripting, because I'm a lover of good storytelling. And apart from that, I don't see myself doing any. If filmmaking is not a business, if filmmaking is not something that one could earn a living from, trust me, I don't think I would have been doing any other thing but business or writing the scripts here.
Okay, so what is your advice to those young, inspiring directors who wants to be in the Nollywood film industry?
It's simple: learn. Get some mentorship. Get someone to teach you. Get someone to tell you, okay, this is the right path to follow. Walk behind the camera for a while. Don't hop into it to be called a booty. No. Most of my colleagues, I'm sorry to say this, hopped into the business of directing to be called a booty, forgetting the fact that as a director, you're more like the father of the set. Every other person on that production are your kids and maybe wives, so to say. So if you don't have that leadership quality or that association quality of harnessing crafts and building a world with them, trust me, you get yourself lost. So the first thing you have to do is tutor yourself, or get tutored by someone rather, on leadership. Mentally, you have to be equipped. It's not about shouting action up and down. It's about being mentally equipped and knowing how to manage situations and knowing how to tell a script, how to interpret a story, how to bring it into life through your actors and crew. Trust me, if you don't have those onions, you don't have business coming behind the camera to call the last shot.
Wonderful, wonderful. And once again, what and how well do you know Primaries? And what is the world expecting from Primaries?
Prime race.
Yeah.
Listen to the line. Prime race. Those words, I think there's a conjunction that join prime and race. You should know what that means. They are Prime Race, I think, is on a mission. And that mission has little or not to do with distractors. Nothing is stopping Prime Race from being on a race with God. And that being said, I think other production houses should emulate this company and build with them, because they have a niche. And that niche is geared towards harnessing talents and producing godly contents that tells more of the world we live in and how better to live in this world. Prime Race is one of those companies that the world should look out for. Because they have contents that are not just here to enlighten people, but to educate people much more on godliness. know if you understand what I'm saying, your viewers. So watch out for primaries, and trust me, you will not be disappointed.
All right, Director Tease, it's been a wonderful moment having you here. Thank you for coming. And audience, stay tuned to Director Tease. He has had all that he has said. He's going to be giving you promising stories and mind-blowing ones. Tune up for it. Don't forget, it's the Simon Emeka.
Thank you, and God bless you. Cheers.
You're welcome.
What happened? And what did you mean when you said her condition?
She was complaining of her body. That was why I asked them to, add garlic to it. Divine.
Are you serious right now? You're a bad liar. Are you going to tell me the truth or are you? Should I start with you?
Okay. You don't have to say it to anyone. Okay? No one gets to know about this. Not Pearl, not any other person. She has cancer. Cancer of the lungs, and the doctor said her lungs is damaged.
So, how long will it take for her to be cured?
It has no cure.
I don't understand. Why did she just die?
You do okay?
Where is he going to sit? Where is he going to sit?
Yeah.
To sit there.
Like I was only asking, when do I count down?
You just count like 5.
After the first day.
After the,
I mean, if I ask her,
are you still awake?
I'm Pearl.
No, okay, when you sit, you ask why he's still awake, yeah? After that one, she responds. That is when you walk to sit.
From here, you're not sitting down with me. I say I want to box. I want to avoid the man just box.
So I'll just go in like
That
this.
is, she was asking me before you came out.
Okay, so here.
So still they've not done it. I said mine was one day.
One put light here.
Which kind of
One dark light. So just one. Good. Okay. I'm alright.
You need what the Sunday is going to be for rest. I said, after you need what Sunday.
It's better. Oh.
Sundays will be for rest.
It is better. Oh.
They don't post time. They don't write sign.
From next week, we'll be resting on Sundays.
The agent, they post time come out. CSN platform.
From next week.
They told them to go and review it.
Why not from tomorrow?
Let's just avoid tomorrow. From next week.
They've given it for review like 2 months ago
No,
before.
this now.
From next tomorrow.
We said now, the one on Motala and the rest. No, Motala and the name will draft that.
They just send us few days, like
Next
2 days
week.
ago, so they just send us.
Even before yesterday, we see I see for our platform.
But the right
But the problem I have with
we are kicking against so many things.
DGN, they're very funny. If you see people where they counter that thing, if you see people where they counter that thing, we pray this as accept, we this.
How will you ask?
I don't even want to pull mouth because if I pull mouth, I will say we are supposed to stop it. People are dying anyhow.
So Joshua, what do I offer you?
I'm fine, sir.
You're fine. Listen, Joshua, you can't be fine. This is the first time you're visiting my house. There's no way you're going to be fine. feel we take something.
Just sit to it.
Your own body shot will not be the mind shot.
I'm going to need the order.
And action.
So Joshua, what do I offer you?
I'm fine, sir. I'm fine, sir.
Joshua, you can't be fine. This is your first visit to my house, so there's no way you can take something. So tell me.
Who be that now? Who be that? You don't come.
No, I don't know.
Why is that so much?
You know how to do your own house.
What do I offer you, please? Who be that? Who be that?
Guy. Let's shoot. Let's just
Pick up, shot, and action.
So, Joshua, what do I offer you?
I am fine, sir.
Fine, now. There is no way you'll be fine. This is your first visit to my house, so you must take something. Anything.
Oh, okay. Soft drink is okay. Soft drink.
How are you heading? So, this is the design. This one.
I think this one with the roofing.
The drink, sir.
So what are you saying about the roofing?
Okay, the drink, sorry, the roofing. The roofing of this. Are you okay? I'm fine, sir. I'm fine, sir. The roofing of this one.
Can you take a drink?
Sorry.
Breaking point.
One I wanted to come in, no good, like, alright.
Breaking point, take one, and
I know where to give you.
action.
Sorry, guys.
And action.
Joshua, you came earlier than we agreed.
Yes, I was around the neighborhood, so I decided to come by instead of coming later.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay, let me just go get the laptop so we can see what the architect said. His designs and know which one we settle for.
Oh, that's
Right?
right.
Okay. Let's get them.
Amanda, if you don't.
Okay.
Let's come back.
You're coming back, no?
Huh?
You're coming back. Everything alright?
And
She's back.
and action.
Hold on. Chibi can attack that line.
I asked the question. Well, here, take this to my room. Be fast about it. Move it! Lazy asshole. Shake a glass of water in your river.
Slice it.
Use a digital zoom.
Alpha.
I'm fine.
Points.
Okay.
Alpha.
Come on stage now. Cause man. Remove our post.
You did okay?
Yes.
Everybody enter.
Yes.
Now if we come back and hear the other guy here. Now for you guys to help us, we can two go there on your knees. So you go there balanced. What do we have?
Okay.
Which one?
Okay, bye. Oh, it's a camera. Koichi now.
Just two shots now. Tell it any two shots.
Check going between these seats.
Nah, don't try. Go profile for. I don't come to get one my face.
Wow. Yes, nice one. Nice
Don't
one.
worry. Check. Alpha.
Where the key?
Inoki.
Odigo, Gosman, are you good now?
Bell.
Let me know, Prof, the whistle.
Prof, if you go and ask Kata, carry am go now. Prof, you can go. Go handcuff, no shoot. Oh, this thing want to shoot 5 6, they say one shoot, not the good.
Now this one's hard.
If we shoot this one, I go to my phone.
All of them are crap. Oh, we still dey struggle for your camera.
Camera, we are ready now, no camera.
You know how many minutes you struggle?
No, no, for shadow.
For shadow problem.
You don't stand up,
From
sis.
here, you go here.